Yes. Jeremiah Patterson?
Oh, yeah, that's me, shorty. What's happening?
Oh, how are you?
I'm good, little mama, no doubt, no doubt.
Well, all right. Come right in, Jeremiah.
Oh,
Have
no
a
doubt,
seat.
little mama, no doubt, little mama.
It's Mrs. Reinstein.
My bad, you ain't got to act all brand new.
Well, I see from your resume this is going to be your first job. I see that you're 32. So tell me, Jeremiah, what have you been doing since graduation?
I've been on the block, you know, keeping it real, doing my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that sounds amazing. What kind of skills do you have?
Oh, wait, you want to see some skills? I got mad skills, son. Let me show you how it's going down, man. I'll be on the block, doing my thing, keeping it real, trying to get that blank. Can't pay my rent, but money ain't a thing, and I'm still a thug, son, even though I got a crush on Jermaine.
Okay. I think I understand.
That's what's up.
Well, it looks like we may have a position open. When can you start?
Well, shit. I'm getting ready to bounce on the Greyhound with the homies down at ATL for a few days. I'm gonna need about another week to recover from that shit. Probably another week to see what I'm on wear. So I guess probably sometime in the middle of next month or the month after that, you know, some shit like that.
Oh, okay. I'll talk to my supervisor. Now, basically, you'll just need to answer the phones in our receiving department and transfer them to the proper extensions based on their inquiry.
I ain't finna be doing that, son. What else y'all got?
But the salary and the benefits are competitive, and we even have dental. I mean, you won't ever have to work weekends.
Man, I don't care, man. I ain't finna be doing that. I ain't trying to be hearing that phone ring all day, talking to niggas, being chippy and shit. Nah, man, what else y'all got?
Let me talk to my supervisor.
Yeah, do something.
Ow!
Yeah, it ain't even all that serious. It's just a toenail. Why you making all that noise? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Noizemakers, the talk show of hip-hop, politics, and entertainment. On this month's show, we want to kind of explore some of the things that's going on in the job market. A lot of strange changes going on in our in the last 10, 15 years that we want to explore and try and give young people, particularly young people of color, some different techniques and strategies to deal with some of the dramatic changes that we're seeing here, particularly that are affecting the hip-hop generation. And we believe here on Noizemakers that the primary reason why people of color are either shut out of the job market outright or either paid much lower wages than we feel like they merit is because of rampant discrimination in the system. However, we want to do one more thing on our part to try and give the white man one less reason to discriminate against us when we come and fill out our applications and everything. So hopefully we can give you guys some information that can help combat that and make yourselves stronger job candidates. So check us out here over this next hour, and we'll continue to make the noise for you.
What's going on, everybody? Here again, Hasan Muhammad, another edition of Noizemakers, a talk show of hip-hop, politics, and entertainment. And we've been searching all over for Miss Wright, and today we finally have found her. Miss Josette Wright. Am I pronouncing your name right? Pronounce your name.
That's correct,
Okay.
Josette Wright.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Tell the people a little bit about yourself, what you all, and the services you all provide here at the Hollins Group.
Okay. The Hollins Group is an executive retained search firm,
Certainly.
which basically means we go out and find talent for corporations and not-for-profit organizations around the country.
Oh, wow. Cool.
We have clients like Coca-Cola and Harley Davidson, and then we have clients like the Ford Foundation. So
Okay.
we're kind of all over the map, and we offer services for people at all levels of executive management in different fields: marketing, sales, legal,
Wow.
accounting, and finance.
Wow, certainly. And how long have you been doing this particular work?
I've been doing this for 2 years. Prior
Certainly.
to that, I worked in a corporation as a senior executive and also as an attorney.
Certainly.
Hasan Muhammad, what's up, world? I've been in retail management for a little bit over 16 years now.
Work.
I handle hiring, the unfortunate terminations for several Fortune 500 companies
No doubt.
throughout the country. Currently, I'm working with a retail chain that I won't disclose the name
Right,
because you know they didn't cut the check.
Right. Right. The rule
But,
said you got to cut the check.
Absolutely.
Right.
But it's very important that my brother is dressed like this today because a lot of times when we're pursuing this fierce job market, a lot of times we're not coming prepared.
Right.
And in order to get through the door, most times we have to look the part.
Right.
And you have to leave your baggy jeans,
Right.
your uncombed beard and hair. You have to kind of park that.
Right.
When you come into meet with a potential employer for the first time, that first impression means absolutely everything.
Right. Right.
And I have to tell you, man, over the past decade or so, I've pretty much seen it all.
My man Hadji Williams. Hadji, what's going on, man?
What's happening, brother Kareem?
Thanks for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for having me.
Word.
Appreciate it.
Now, you got a hot new book, man, and I think, really is relevant to our audience. Tell the people a little bit about the book, man, and just about your background.
It's called Knock the Hustle, How to Save Your Job and Your Life from Corporate America. Out here on the streets. I was in the marketing and advertising industry for 15 years.
Word.
And I've worked on everything from, if you name it, I probably sold it to you. Probably sold it to your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your grandmama. Seriously.
Give me some examples.
AT&T, Singular Wireless, Mercedes-Benz, Wrigley's Gum, Dominic's. You name the brand, I helped build it. As a
No doubt.
I'm what you call a copywriter. So when you see
Okay.
commercials, when you see ads in magazines, newspapers, stuff online, promotional events, I help come up with the concepts. I write them, present them to clients, get the money to make it happen.
So with this book, man, what's the premise of that, and how does your background in those positions tie into what you're trying to present in the book?
Well, the book is really about coming from the streets and going to the office suites. I come from the south and west sides of Chi. I came from right off of Cicero on Lake Street. Grew up around there for 13 years until I was 13 years old. Moved over to the west side over around 55th. Moved over to the south side over around 55th. Lived there until I was about 30 years old. And all while I was doing that, I was working in a corporate environment and just trying to figure out ways to
You can have a seat. You can have a seat if you want. I'm sorry, Haji. Tell us you can sit down. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, I was just coming up around there, just trying to figure out, like everybody else, how to make it. And so I saw cats that were. I grew up around cats like Don Juan when I was a little younger. Around all kind of, it was typical hood pitfalls. Most of my friends were, they were dealing drugs, weed, rock, you name it.
Right.
They were doing all that stuff.
Right.
And I didn't really want to go out like that.
Right. So in seeing different people, competing for some of these high corporate positions, what are some common faux pas that you see young people commit that maybe disqualify themselves for, moving up the corporate ladder?
Well, even before I was working here at this firm, I saw a lot of young people because I was hiring for other jobs.
Right.
And I think one of the things that I was most aware of is the fact that young people often did not come prepared, both with understanding what the job was,
Right.
understanding what their skills were,
Right.
and then not looking the part.
Certainly.
So I think that those three things are the things that young people need to focus on when they're
Definitely.
going out looking for that good job.
Definitely.
Well, I have to tell you, man, subject-verb agreement plays a huge part in that.
Right.
A lot of times, people will come in and they'll still be using the same verses that they're using out on the street.
Right.
And when you're trying to, look for employment, you need to come in, be presentable,
Right.
introduce yourself in a fashion, hello,
Right.
I'm such and such,
Right.
nice to meet you.